Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this tiny little thing. From Reuters, ByteDance won't sell TikTok US operations to Oracle or Microsoft. CGTN. I have no idea what CGTN is. I have a suspicion it may or may not be some Chinese news agency. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Back to the article. ByteDance will not sell TikTok US operations to Oracle Core or Microsoft Corporation. No, Corp. Corporation, okay. And will not give the source code for the video platform to any US buyers. China's state-run English television channel CGTN reported on Monday, citing sources. Oh, yes, it's a news agency, news television. Isn't it interesting that American companies have their source code and other stuff leaked and hacked by the Chinese willy-nilly? But the Chinese cannot give the source code for a shitty app to an American company so they can still keep making money in the US. I think that let's imagine I'm putting my tinfoil hat over here. Maybe this is in relation to the app that Apple and other companies found out that TikTok is actually spying on its users. Not only Apple and other American companies found out about this, but India also found out about it. So maybe this is in relation to that, and they don't want them to find out how pervasive and how bad that stealing of information and spying is. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's keep reading. People familiar with the matter told Reuters that ByteDance abandoned the sale of TikTok in the United States and decided to pursue a partnership with Oracle in hopes of avoiding a US ban while appeasing the Chinese government. ByteDance declined to comment on CGTN's report. And now, this is the same article, well, a bit more, with a bit more details from Washington Examiner. China would prefer that US TikTok shut its doors rather than sell, report. But then again, this is just a couple of days ago, but still, let's go into details on what they had to say about 3 or so days ago. As the threat of a ban from the United States looms over video sharing app TikTok, reports indicate that China would rather see the company close its US operations than sell them. 3 sources with direct knowledge of the matter said that the Chinese government believes a sale under pressure from the US would make it appear weak, Reuters reported Friday. It would appear to make it weak. Yeah, that's basically how China operates everywhere in the world. In fact, this is how they have handled the Chinese virus, the Wuhan virus pandemic, because they are afraid of appearing weak or their image being sullied in some way, shape or form, so they sue people. They attack people who criticize China, even if they are from other countries, and they will try to censor, kill, or maim people who are critical of their government and the country, especially if it's their citizens as well. They will also exert political pressure and other things if the country is attacking their image somehow, and they will actively kill their own citizens if it means that they look stronger on the eyes of the world. So that's why and why the Wuhan virus pandemic is so pervasive. It is what it is. China is willing to use its own means to delay a deal with the platform. Two of the sources said Reuters has previously reported that it would be possible for ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, to make the sale without China's approval by selling it without key algorithms. Algorithms. There you go, algorithms. English. ByteDance said that the Chinese government has never suggested that it would be willing to shut down the platform. Privacy advocates and opponents of the Chinese government are concerned that the app presents a security risk to US consumers because ByteDance is a Chinese company. Time to drink some coffee. It is legally required to give information to the Chinese government that would otherwise be private, should it be requested. Exactly. ByteDance insisted, however, that users' private information is not accessible by China. Really? Shouldn't we be worried about a certain picture that kind of circulated a month or so ago that I kind of mentioned it on my previous videos, in which a bunch of employees from ByteDance kind of stood around with the tiny little Chinese flag and posing for said picture from said ByteDance company? No, not a tiny little. No, not even a tiny little. No. Okay. Privacy advocate, okay, is not accessible to China. As China's relationship with the US has soared amid the Wuhan virus pandemic, President Trump has threatened to ban TikTok from the US unless it is sold to an American company. Since then, Walmart and Microsoft have become prospective buyers for their digital platform. Let me put some context in the coronavirus Wuhan virus. Because if we don't actually name Wuhan virus or Chinese virus, we are actually kind of protecting the Chinese image, and it would yes, the image, and that way they won't be seen as weak in the eyes of the world. That's why they insist, and the control left too, that we use names like COVID-19 or coronavirus, when in fact a proper way of addressing this is to actually pull the band-aid really fast and say it. Wuhan virus. Chinese virus. That way, the CCP faces the embarrassment that they are the ones responsible for this pandemic, and that they should feel embarrassed about it. And the more they feel embarrassed, and the more one attacks the CCP, the bigger the chances, even if it's a tiny little percentage increase, they go down. And the Chinese people would finally be free from that authoritarian dictatorship. But we have to respect the control left, because apparently they are the establishment, they are the aristocratic establishment, and well, there you go. Anyway, hopefully we get to see either the app is banned. I don't like banning, I don't like censorship, I don't like anything like that, but I also don't like the Chinese government meddling in things that they shouldn't. If this was a British company or something like that, I wouldn't mind so much. As in, I mean, I will still be pretty miffed after the privacy concerns and private information and the spying, but being the Chinese is just actually much worse, because not only can they use your information to actually attack the citizens of said country, they can use it to monetize heavily and benefit a very despotic government. So that's why I don't feel too nice. I don't know. I think it's probably one of the very, very few exceptions in which I support the banning of an app is due to the Chinese meddling. That's probably the only the only exception to that rule. Yeah, unless it's probably kind of like Cuties from Nonsflex, which is that one I also support the banning and censorship of the program, because quite frankly that thing is disgusting. In fact, I absolutely hate the idiots who ended up sharing pictures of that show. Holy shit! Even though I actually saw censored pictures with the face of Pepe superimposed, overimposed on the picture. But even then, it was absolutely fucking disturbing seeing it. It made me feel disgust. And to think that the control left is defending this piece of crap. Anyway, I'm digressing and I'm changing the subject. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.